Alright, so as it turns out, there is no deionized water in the house at all, at least not enough to make enough coolant for my car. So, going to move forward. Since it's the weekend, my dad will be able to get some more water for me on Monday. So I'm just going to wait on that. In the meantime, I'm going to start cleaning out my car. The plan is to take the hard top off, and then going to pull the rear tub off to do some work welding on the frame next week. Going to be a week-long project. Going to have the hood off, not hood, hard top off. Also means I got to take the back door off as well. I'll throw the tailgate on in the meantime. But yeah, rear tub's coming off. Got to clean all this stuff out first. So that's right now's project. Alright, so I kind of wanted to document this before I pull the hard top off. All kind of the mismatch bits on here. As you can see, this door fits pretty squarely on there. Although in the rear tub, well, you can see match is nice there, and then there's some gap back here. And if you look down, you can kind of see how the back droops. I'm pretty sure this side of the frame is bent downwards a hair from that impact. I'll show you more of that later, but just for right now I want to kind of document this stuff. A bit of a gap over here, though there is a fixing bolt there that kind of pulls that down. The other thing is well, this door is a bad example because you can see it's crooked. The one pin fell out, and I've got one of the nuts in there basically to keep it from sliding all the way out. But if you look at it, there's tons of gap all the way around here. I know I'm missing the factory sealing strip, but this one's still about as thick, I think, as the original. So that's a bit weird. And if we come around to the other side here, you can see I don't have any strip in here. And I'm pretty sure the bulkhead is leaning back that way. On this side at least, because you can see it doesn't exactly match up nicely. All sorts of space up here, and it actually sticks on the bottom here. And when I'm in the car, well, that's weird without having a seat cushion down. There's a wee bit of a gap there, and then you can see the back hits here. I think that's a bulkhead problem. Need to fix that later. And then over here, there's a pretty even gap all the way down. Now, this is not the hard top that came with it. That's also set in there. Interesting. This is not the hard top that came with the car. I mean, the car actually came with the soft top that I have. This is off a 67. The car is a 61. I actually had to drill the holes to get it to seat properly. The other thing is, in the front, I'll unscrew the bolts holding it to the windscreen, and you'll see just how much of a gap there is up there. Alright, I'm going to quick remove all these bolts. I've only got 4 in, holding the whole thing down. I do have these clamps in there that'll hold it. I love these things. I picked them at a garage sale. My dad had one of these in a bigger size. I don't remember what brand they are. It's on the other side, I think. But they're marvelous for clamping stuff. I love them. If you see them somewhere, grab them. Alright, it's interesting. Alright, these two bolts are pretty loose. Let's see, can you see that? Just pull them right out. However, on the other side, I'm struggling to try and pull them out. However, on the other side, the one bolt was nice and loose like these were, and the other one was still is, jammed in there pretty good. I'll start loosening this clamp and you'll see what I mean by, ooh, just plopped. That's interesting. Get the other side. And that's in there solidly. The one that was over here is loose like that side was. Alright, that's... Ooh, there we go. Yeah. There's not as much of a gap there as I remember there being. Maybe maybe it stretched or something. Bent. I don't know. Does not want to line up completely though. That's for sure. Alright, next thing to do is going to be pulling the door off. First thing I'm going to do is open up this tab on the bottom of the, of the bottom hinge. There we go. The way the hinge is designed, it's basically got a bolt running through, and pull off the bottom, that nut, and there's a big old spring in there keeping the whole door from bouncing. And that comes out like that, and you can actually pull the pin out too, because there's what's called the brass olive in there. Yep, and you see these from when I put it in there. Next part is going to be pulling the top hinge off. The top hinge, of course, is a replacement. The original would have had the same olive, which would be easy to pull off. But no, of course, the replacement has a permanent fixture in there, and it does not separate into two halves, so I have to unbolt it from the door. So, 13s, make that easy. Then it should be relatively easy to pop off by just supporting it. And working the hinge off. There we go. One door removed. Gonna lay that down over here. Alright, that was easy. And there you can see the brass olive that I was talking about. Kind of keeps the door centered and supported. Alright, now that I got everything unbolted, I went ahead and I propped it up. It is just sitting ginger careful on these bolts. All four of them are on the galvanized capping. Just doing quite an interesting levitation act there. Looks quite interesting. Next step is to get my dad out here, and maybe the two of us can lift this off and put it on the side together. If not, I'll wait for my wife and mother to get home and we'll get some help with them and get the top off. Alright, so apparently my dad and I weren't able to lift it on our own, so I've got the rest of the family out here. You guys ready?
Yeah.
One, two, three. And walk her back.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And down.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's it gonna stand on?
Only the nails.
There you go.
I didn't know if I was supposed to have to move my fingers.
Oh no.
So it gets nailed.
Well, you got your fingers in there underneath the thing. Oh, that's so much wider open. Alright, and then this is a lot easier part. We're going to take it and walk that way, and don't put it on top, don't walk on my back door.
That way.
We're going to be out of shot shortly.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It's aluminum. It's fine. You have to go diagonal. So where are we going? Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. That's good enough. And watch it go down. Alright, well, roof's off. There it is. I am going to flip it upside down at some point and duct tape the headlining a little better. It'll be nice because it won't be falling down while I'm trying to stick it back up. But, yeah.
How are you going to clean this up? How are you going to cover it up?
Oh, I've got the tarp in the back. Alright, so that's the car without the roof again. Alright, well, this is going to be the first time I've been able to put the tailgate up with the chains on. Well, obviously, oh yeah, I like that. Let's stay in focus. Does feel good to have that top off again, even though it is going to be winter shortly here. And I don't know if you can kind of see. I mean, I could kind of tell this side definitely seems to be sloping down more than that side. So be good to get it off, measure it up, and see how she goes. I think that'll be all for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I do have a Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel. Catch you guys on the next one. Happy rovering. Keep your thumbs away from your hammers.